Hey everyone, my name is Jacob. I'm the middle school youth director here at Bellingham Covenant Church, and I just want to give you a glimpse into my daily life during this pandemic. So the very first thing that I do in my day is wake up about 5 p.m. I go downstairs and I will typically make a smoothie and a bagel for breakfast and just kind of get a start on my day. The next thing that I like to do is go for a drive just to kind of get my thoughts all collected for the day, and then I'll typically go down to the golf course by my house and go for, just a really slow stroll. After that, I will get my gloves and masks on, and then I will go through Starbucks. I try and do this at least 10 times a day just to kind of keep up my daily habits. When I go back home, I tend to play some Scrabble, do emails, play some more Scrabble, make an Instagram post for church, and play some more Scrabble. I also like to spend some time in my Bible just because I do have a lot of time on my hands, and so I think it's great to be able to spend some quality time with God. And at the very end of the day, I love to sit down and watch a great Hallmark movie. There's nothing better than Hallmark. This is not sponsored by Hallmark, by the way. I think the hardest part has been just having to stay at home. I'm such a person where I'm out and about all day long, and so the fact that we are told to stay home, that's been kind of hard. And FaceTime and Zoom meetings are great, but I do miss seeing my friends a lot. And just being able to see people face to face, that's been really difficult. I know it's necessary for us to stay home, but I think that's been maybe the hardest part. One of the positive things that I've noticed from staying home this whole time is I have more time on my hands. Instead of having to drive half an hour out into town, half an hour back, I'm able to gain an hour a day, and I can use that hour in many different ways. And so I think it's one of those small things that you have to look for, but it's making a big difference. So yeah, I think that's one of the most positive things I've seen so far. One Bible verse that's kind of been getting me through this whole pandemic has been Psalm 9, 1-2. I will give thanks to the Lord with all of my heart. I will recount all of your wonderful deeds, and I will be glad and exult in you. I will sing and praise your name, O Most High. And I think the reason that verse has kind of been standing out to me is just because it's like, there's so much that we have to be grateful for right now. Yes, there's a lot of negativity that we see on the news all the time, but I think there's a lot of beauty in the world that is going unnoticed, but you have to look for it. It's not something that you might not see on the news all the time, but it is out there and you have to search for it. So I'm really grateful for all the positive things that I've seen. I'm grateful for all the positive things that has been happening in our church community. And yeah, it's definitely very eye-opening. And so I think that's maybe one of the verses that has so far stuck with me, and I think will continue to stick with me. One little bit of advice that I think I have for some of the kids in our church, in our youth program from really 4th through 12th grade, is just be patient with one another. Whether you live with a bunch of siblings or you're a single child, I think we're starting to get on each other's nerves a little bit. So one of the biggest things is just be patient and hear each other out. Whether your sibling is getting the seat on the couch that you want, that's okay. Let them have it for one night. If not, then you'll have to figure that out on your own. That's not my job. But one of the things that I think we all have to do is just learn how to be patient more, not to be in a rush to get everything done. We have a lot of time on our hands. And so I think we can use that time to our advantage and that time to get to know each other a little bit better. Whether that's a sibling or maybe a friend that you haven't talked to in a while, reach out to one another, stay in contact. Staying in contact will get us through this together, so hopefully that can help you guys out in the long run as well. So yeah, that's just a little glimpse into my daily life during this pandemic. I hope everybody's doing great, and I hope you guys are all staying safe and you are not driving each other too crazy, and we miss you guys a lot and cannot wait to see you again.